Sonic the Hedgehog is making his grand return with Sonic X Shadow Generations, and I'll be playing that whenever it comes out. I've already got on my knees and thrown Lord Sega way more money than I probably should have.
To temptation, but deliver us.
But when the game comes out, I will be playing it. Stick around for that. Today, though, I want to talk about cosmetics. As I'm sure you guys already know, they've announced some DLC skins for Sonic, Shadow, and Classic Sonic. So I thought, why not talk about some other skins that would be kind of fun to see? Now, the likelihood of us getting any more skins than the ones that they've already announced, pretty slim, not gonna lie. But let's have some fun. We'll start with Classic Sonic, and like I mentioned, they've already announced some, and the one that they've announced for Classic Sonic is the low poly model, which is a reference to Sonic Jam. I believe that was the very first instance of 3D Sonic. I could be wrong, I might be getting it confused with Sonic Extreme. Either way, I think it's a fun model. It kind of reminds me of the Toei animation version of Sonic from CD. Peak design, by the way. But I digress. The Sonic Jams model is already confirmed, so we know that that one's going to be in the game. After that, though, I want to kind of steal from Superstars, actually, and include the rabbit skin. I can't recall what the original name of Sonic was going to be when he was just the rabbit. I believe it was Feels. I don't really know why a rabbit is called Feels. That's a little weird, but Feels the rabbit was the original version of Sonic. Throw it over into Generations, easy peasy. After that, I really would like to see the Mr. Needlemouse skin, as I'm calling it, and this is referring to some OG concept art that I believe Naoto Oshima drew on a napkin. At least that's the information that I got. I could be wrong, but this right here, this one in particular, not the one that actually kind of looks like Sonic, this one that looks like a fucked up toy is the skin that I want in the game, because I just think it'd be funny running around with all the googly eyes with no soul. This is so dumb. Next up, I want Metal Sonic, specifically classic Metal Sonic. Now, we already got to see this model in Generations, and we're gonna see it again in what I'm calling the Generations quote-unquote remaster from the Classic Sonic boss fight with Metal Sonic at Stardust Speedway. So this is going to be a really easy one to make as a skin because the model already exists. They're pretty much the same proportions. Bada bing, bada boom, you're good. Super easy. Anyway, last but not least, once again we're going to steal from Sonic Superstars. I really couldn't come up with better classic Sonic costumes or skins, and I also really think that the Shadow costume is really adorable. Not whatever this, not this one. This one right here with the yeah. That one's kind of cute. I like that one. It also gives us an excuse to say that, oh, Classic Shadow's in the game, guys. We did it. It's the same song and dance that we got to hear about online when Sonic Superstars announced the skin. Classic Shadow just doesn't exist, but in our hearts we can pretend he does with this skin. Anyway, moving on. Modern Sonic. We know for a fact that for those that are pre-ordering, you're going to get the Sonic Adventure model, and I think it looks okay. It's interesting. I haven't seen it in gameplay yet, but in concept, I think it's fun, especially, it goes along with Generations as a theme. So let's kind of lean into that, shall we? We're going to have the Sonic Adventure model, we know that, so why not add the Sonic Adventure 2 skin? Specifically the racing one that you get for the multiplayer game mode. I just really wanted to have some representation from SA2, and I don't have to explain it any further than that. After that, though, we can get a little creative. I want the Sonic Rider skin. Now, I don't know which one in particular. They're slightly different if I'm remembering the Sonic Riders games accurately. I didn't play the first one. I've only gotten to play Zero Gravity and Free Riders. God, Free Riders suck. But I think it'd be kind of funny to see Sonic run around with his sunglasses and his boots or whatever. I guess if you go with the zero gravity version of Sonic, you can like throw the little magical donut gravity thing on his wrist or something, like a bracelet. You can do that, I guess. I don't remember a lot about that game now that I'm thinking about it. The next one I want to see is from the Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. I actually watched a buddy of mine play that on stream, and it was really goofy. So let's add Captain Sonic into the game, because why not? I mean, it's a pretty iconic look at this point, at least I feel like. Although he was not the drippiest out of all the cast, I think that honor is probably going in between Blaze and Rouge. If you disagree, that's okay.
You're just wrong.
But finally, the last skin for Modern Sonic is gonna be Flash Sonic. I don't know what the official name of it is, but DC and Sonic the Hedgehog have a collab, and I never thought I'd need to see something as much as I did until I saw the announcement for that. Sonic got the Flash. Makes sense. Maybe they can add a kind of a lightning streak boost trail, kind of like Shadows is in his side of the game. Basically that same thing, maybe a little less orange, maybe more yellow, just to kind of go with the whole Flash, you know? But I'm not a game designer. I don't know. But enough about Sonic. Now let's get to the boy, the man, the black man, Shadow the Hedgehog. So far, it's confirmed that we're gonna get the Terrio skin, which, God, if that's not a fan fiction name if I've ever heard one. But that is the original concept for Shadow the Hedgehog before we got the red and black iconic look that we have now. I am so glad we didn't get this stuff, this thing. I also really don't like the way it looks in gameplay. I saw a clip of like the quills or the hair like moving during the ending animation, and it just really made me uncomfortable because he almost has like dreads, like Knuckles, and it's weird. But it's in the game, so I guess if that's what you're into, there you go. I'm not using that shit though. The next one is Movie Shadow. It was announced that Sonic Movie 3 and Sonic X Shadow Generations is going to do a little crossover in the game, and in that stage we're going to play as Shadow with the movie model. I think it'd be cool and really easy to just make that its own skin, so you can play all of the game as Sonic Movie 3 Shadow. Super simple, super easy, very minimal work. I think it'd be fun to have, because why not? After that, because I really just want to have 5 skins per character, I'm going to give Shadow the SA2 multiplayer racing suit 2. It also gives me an excuse to have Sonic and Shadow in their racing suits during their fight, whether it's from Shadow's perspective or Sonic's perspective or however they decide to do that. I think it'd be kind of cool. Brings back those vibes of sitting alone with 2 GameCube controllers playing Sonic Adventure 2 by yourself because you're an only child with not many friends. So anyway, Sonic and the Black Knight. Have you heard of it? Do you like it? Maybe not. I thought it was kind of fun. Anyway, the important part of this is Sir Lancelot, aka Shadow's fanfiction OC that's totally not him in a costume. Throw him in the game. Let's have Shadow with some badass armor, flying through everything. It's a skin, so it's not really going to make any difference as far as gameplay goes, but maybe let him have his sword? Maybe? I don't know. It could be on the hip, on the back. Don't know. Don't really care. Let me see Shadow with the badass helmet and stuff and the metal air shoes, because somehow they have like the technology to have rocket powered shoes in medieval times. Anyway, we're not here to talk about Sonic and the Black Knight. Lastly, the final skin that I need to see in the game, just like with Sonic, Shadow, who's the whole reason we even know about this collab in the first place, is a part of the DC collab. I'd say he's the front and center of it. And of course, he's Batman. God, that was cringy. But it's cool. Let him have the cape, maybe, and hear me out, with the Doom Wings power-up. Maybe instead of having the Doom Wings, he just has the cape, so he just flies around like in the Arkham games with the cape open. I think that'd be pretty funny. I don't know. I'm just a fan, just like you guys. They'll never listen to me, but I'm gonna hope anyway. But let me know down below some skins that maybe you guys think would be kind of fun to have. I did consider maybe throwing in the Sonic Boom skin, but I don't, the proportions are different. Nobody really wants to remember Sonic Boom unless you're talking about the TV show, and yeah. But anyway, let me know down below some skins that you guys think would be really fun to have. I hate to burst your bubble, but we're probably never going to see them. But let's have that conversation anyway, because why not? But with that, I'll see you guys around. Stay tuned for my playthrough of Sonic X Shadow Generations. I'm going to be doing a platinum run. And remember, keep hanging in there.